Welcome back to week 15 of the house renovation. This week I am ill, so please forgive my voice. It's going to be a nightmare. Everyone's ill at the moment, so it is what it is. But jumping straight into today's video, we're going to be prepping the main bedroom ready for plaster, because in a couple of weeks it's going to be plastered and I just want to get this room out of the way. So what we're going to be doing first is basically getting everything clear. We're going to be stripping off the skirting boards around. You see the one there, around there and there, because the skirting boards need to come up for them to plaster. We're also going to be not bricking this up, we're going to be boarding up the fireplace and basically getting everywhere clean, getting everything out of this room ready for plaster, because I just want to kind of tick a room off by one by one now, rather than trying to do a little bit of everything. So at least then next week, because the electricians are meant to be coming on Monday and Tuesday, they'll be able to get those raised and everything will basically be ready, and raise that socket, that light switch as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, let me know in the comments whether you want slightly longer videos, so they'll be longer in the time lapses, or whether about 10 to 15 minutes is okay, or whether you want slightly longer. Because yeah, I'm going to try a couple of different formats. In this one it's going to be a bit longer with more time lapses and stuff like that. I'll try and do some voiceovers as well, but you don't really want to be listening to my voice when it's like this. But as I said, we're going to be sorting this bedroom today, so that's what we're going to be doing first. So let's get into week 15 of the house renovation. So first things first, I want to get this room clear, and I kind of wanted to show a little bit more of like a real version of a house renovation, because we spend a lot of time clearing things, sweeping things out. So I just wanted to give you a bit of an insight. I know it's a bit boring, but I want to give you a bit of insight to what it's actually like, rather than just showing you all the exciting bits. So I'm going to be clearing this room, cleaning it all, and then we can start stripping off skirting boards. So let's go. So first things first, we're going to get this smoothed out, because at the moment there's a couple of ridges, so the timber frame that I'm going to be making won't sit straight. So I'm just going to chisel a section out, and then build a frame around, one in the middle, and then slap a bit of plasterboard on, and then jobs are good. And so let's see how this goes. I'll have to drill down into here, drill into here. So I've got the concrete screws to drill it down into the wall, into the brickwork, into the top. So let's get into it. Yep, that ain't going anywhere. Cool. So I totally forgot to record cutting that, but I've cut that section out, measured it up, and it goes into there. As you can see, the brickwork kind of goes in at the top there. So I'm just going to mount that now. Now I'm pretty sure that will cover enough. It'll be a bit higher if it is off the floor. But I'm hoping that'll be fine. Obviously I can't really do that, those sides, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Okay, I don't think that's too bad. I mean, I'll have to fill around the edges, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, they'll just have to fill it and then board over it. And then there's going to be like a cupboard behind here, so we won't be able to see kind of if there's any moisture or anything build up. But we can also drill some holes in after they're plastered if we need to. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, next thing that we need to do is connect the stop tap onto the new water supply. Now, the water supply can't connect up outside until the stop tap's on the end of this. And for whatever reason, the water company that we got into to do the main didn't put one on. So I've got the materials here. So I've got a 25mm insert for the pipe. We've got our 25 to 22mm stop tap. We've got a bit of 22mm pipe. We've got a 22 15T, and then we've got a 15mm drain off. So it's going to look something like that once it's all put together. Now I've got my soldering stuff. Again, I did do a small plumbing course, basic plumbing course, when I just before we bought this house. So I do know how to do this. Hopefully I'll still remember. But yeah, I'll record it just so you can see what I'm doing. And yeah, I also haven't done any of these before, but this is like a grounding clamp. But I'm just using it for the trace wire for the MDPE pipe, the trace wire which goes throughout. I assume just in future they can locate if they need to. So that just needs to be wrapped around and clamped down after. So yeah, once I've done this, I'll send a picture to them, to the water supplier, and then they should be able to come out and connect it up so we can get rid of that old lead one. And when we've got rid of the old lead one, we can then put the flooring down. Well, we can insulate under the floor, put the flooring down, and then we can start, you know, building up. And the kitchen's coming as well mid-March, so we can start doing that. So let's get into this, and hopefully there's no leaks, because there's no way I can test it until the water switches on. So I'll just tighten it up as much as I can. So yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, I'm just going to check my torch, because I haven't used it in a while. So hopefully it doesn't set fire, because I haven't used it. Hopefully there's no dust which has gone in there. There we go. So I'm going to connect it up all individually, because yeah, first of all we need to take this end out the drain off, and that's mainly because there's a little rubber washer in here, which when we solder it will just melt it otherwise. So we need to take that out. So as you can see there's like a rubber washer and stuff in there, so you don't want to solder it, otherwise you'll get that sorted. So I'm going to put that to one side, and I'm going to solder that into the new T. Now these are solder joints anyway, but you just tap a bit of solder on afterwards. So let me get my flux. I'm going to take my gloves off to do this, because it's too fiddly with my gloves on. But my hands are so cold, and there's no heating in this house that I didn't really want it, but it is what it is. So that's what I'm using, regular flux paste with the brush, RAS approved obviously. So won't need that much. So that should be that joint soldered. I might have put a bit too much heat on it, but we'll see. We'll cool it down. Look at that big bit of snot on that side. Oh well. As long as it's sealed, I don't care. Now I'm going to wrap this round here, which hopefully will stop the heat basically going up. So yeah, let's clean that in. I just realised what I've done. Obviously, because this is a solder fitting, I've heated it up, so I need to heat it up again. God damn it, to melt all the solder.
So basically what I did here was I accidentally heated up all three of the solder joints, which made it so that the solder was out of place and I couldn't insert another thing in. So what I should have done is basically put all three copper sides into the T and then soldered it from there, so all three would be soldered at the same time.
Yep, there we go. That's all the way on now. And again, I've just realised I've done it on that side as well. So let me heat this up again, because I've messed it up on the other side as well. So don't learn your plumbing off me, because that wasn't very good. But I'm going to leave that there. There you go, there's loads of snot on that side, but I'm hoping it's soldered all the way around. It looks like it has. I think I can see solder all the way around. I mean, I've used way too much, so don't use this as an example of how to do it. But yeah, I'll wait for that to cool down for a bit, and yeah, we should be able to put that on the new main then. So while that's cooling down, I'm going to cut this off probably about there, because this is way too long. I need to cut it right back, but this is just temporary, just to make sure our water's connected. So I'm going to use pipe cutters. I don't think this will be able to cut through it, but we should be able to cut this. There we go. Got to put the stop end in, then insert it. That's it. And then, still while this is cooling down, I'll put the unit, the olive on. And then that's cooled down enough now. I can put this. Like so. Okay. And I guess when the water comes on, we'll see whether it leaks, I guess. So that's the stop tap. That's it done. I'll take a picture of that, as you can see, and send it off to them. So yeah, we'll see. Now, as I said before, don't judge me for that, because it is atrocious, to be honest. Like the stop tap isn't in line with the drain off, and there's loads of solder at the bottom there, but as long as it doesn't leak, it's fine. I remember this is just temporary, so when the water supply gets connected, as long as that doesn't leak, we can keep this like this, and then I'll get an actual plumber to come in and connect it, or I'll just redo it, but you know, practice and make sure it's right before, you know, the units go back. But yeah, it's just so we can get the water on. And yeah, so when the stop tap's connected outside, which is what the water supply are doing, when it's connected outside, that will all be live, and then we can isolate it outside, drain it down, and then we can cut it back, because again, it's in the wrong position. It needs to be cut back right to there really, or about there, so it can just rise up here just beneath the sink. So yeah, we'll get that done. But yeah, not too bad. Hopefully it won't leak when they come. So yeah, we'll see. So jumping into day 2 of week 15 of the house renovation. This morning I've done a lot of admin work, basically just marking out and measuring for the electrician when he starts back tomorrow. For example, I will show you. For the boiler, for example, I've measured out all the heights and everything for the cupboard, which is going to go here, which is housing the boiler. For the flue, because we're having a hive, as well as like the boiler spare and stuff, so I've marked out all of them for the electrician this morning. I've also done him a bit of a list with some changes. For example, the socket will have to move over because the fridge is going on that side, not on that side. For example, also moving up sockets, etc. So I've done a bit of a list from this morning. I've done those measurements. That's taken a little bit of time. But next, we are going to be focusing on doing the rest of the stud work for here, because it's kind of slipped my mind really. Because obviously this wall is done, apart from the work, the studding either side. Make sure that this is stable before I start going on it. So I don't want to break my leg when no one else is here. So I need to make another stud here, because actually that's really off there. Oh my god, how did that happen? So yeah, we need to make another bit of studding here just to finish this off. Then I can try and attempt to cut the plasterboard around this. I don't think I could. I think I'll just have to do one down there maybe. I don't think I can do one piece going all round, but we'll see, we'll see. So yeah, I need to do one bit of studding down there, just finish that off, and then I'll attempt to plasterboard this here. So let's get into it. So that's that section done now. There isn't, over on this left-hand side over here, there isn't any timber to attach it on that side, so I'm just going to hope that that's okay. But yeah, I'll put as many screws in as I can, maybe one more at the top there, but yeah, that's that done. So what we've done is that section, I'll let the plasterer deal with that because I don't know what the best way to do that, because I don't want to do loads of little small bits just in case. I've done a section down on this wall here, small sliver, and then I've done that side and then above there. So I've insulated inside with acoustic insulation. If you don't know what that was, that's that. And yeah, as the name suggests, it stops the sound from coming through into different rooms. So hope you did enjoy week 15 of the house renovation. That's going to be the end of today's episode. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next week for week 16 of the house renovation. Take care.